Ludovic, thanks so much for being with us
Thank you
today.
for having me.
Of
It's a
course,
pleasure being here.
of course. I like your chain.
Thank you.
Are you representing your culture? I understand you're
Always. It's a mask that I
Cameroonian.
grew up with from Cameroon, so I try to take it anywhere I go. It's almost like I have home.
You grew up with it, you
Yeah,
say? Nice, nice. So let's skip ahead a little bit. I understand you just did a collaboration with Dior.
I
You're an
did.
artist
I
and you
did.
helped them design a new lady bag.
Yeah, so we
That's huge.
reimagined the Dior, the Lady Dior bag, which is a very classic bag that they have in the house. I think Princess Diana had, she made the bag iconic, and they invited me to reimagine what that bag can look like now, also from a very I want to say African because that's my background, but from an artistic point of view. And I went in the bag and I just tried to pull as much from my archives, but also my upbringing in Cameroon, and also how I fuse those worlds with what I'm doing right now.
So how do you intend to continue pulling Cameroon into your work, if that's what you're
I
interested in
think
doing?
I think Cameroon is deep within me, so I don't even have to try hard to pull Cameroon. Everything I do has a Cameroonian stamp on it. But the way that I keep being inspired by the countries, I go often. I still have family there, so I'm always pulling from their experience, my experience, and I try to find a way or a middle ground where things can just come together simultaneously.
Nice. I like that you say it's always around you, and obviously, if you wear that necklace every day, you're always
Of course.
representing like physically
Always.
as
I have
well.
to. You can't forget where you're from, you know. If you forget where you come from, it's hard to pinpoint where you're going. So I believe that very, very much.
I love that. So you came from Cameroon. Now you've gone far, and you continue to going far. What would you say to other people? Like, what is your like? I understand you're an example for people looking to make an impact, coming from maybe not in America or coming from other countries on the continent in Africa. No, you made it. What do you want to tell them? Like,
Anything is possible. It's coming from me, someone that comes from Cameroon where there's not much infrastructure, but I was able to come here and make something for myself. So I just say to anyone, just dream as big as you can. And of course, it's work. You have to do work that goes with it, but dream as big as you can, and the rest would follow.
nice. So when it comes to making Africa more competitive, seeing that you're in the creative space, what needs to happen? What would you say?
I would say we need to bring more resources to creatives. We need to build more institutions, more galleries, more educational forward thinking for the future. We need to start educating not just Western ways of thinking when it comes to art, but we need to start educating the youth that art started also in Africa, and the West is just influenced by us already. So I think we could start from there.
What is your personal commitment to making Africa more unstoppable?
Oh wow, what a big question. I think for me, it's always doing my best to be myself and represent and take up as much space as I can, because being myself is the only way that I can influence anyone to be themselves. So again, through this whole process of course, working hard, always, dreaming bigger than I can imagine, and finding ways to bring that back into the continent to influence the future and bring resources whenever I can.